good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Behind the Counter podcast. We're live here. We're going to start calling it the Insane Games Studio here in the Wilton Mall.
It's not untrue.
No, it's not untrue. It's actually a factual statement. But we're going to start calling
Kinda
it the
like
Insane
Marvel
Games
Studios.
Studio here in the Wilton Mall, in our Insane Games location here. Been kind of snowed in for the past 3 days. Pretty much all day. End of Sunday, Monday, and today, and then whatever. But quiet here in the mall. So probably a lot warmer down in Florida, I'm sure, right?
No.
No?
It's in like 50s.
Wow.
That's so
50s
awful.
and
Oh my God! 50?
Why do I gotta explain this guy? Why do I have to explain this to you guys multiple times? When you see the degrees in Florida, you have to automatically subtract 20 degrees. So technically it's like 30.
Well, it's still like 0 here at the moment right now, so.
Ice
Well, I know a guy that lives in Minnesota. He showed me his thermostat said negative 26. So I guess you guys aren't too cold there.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, I've
unfortunate.
seen some like, oh yeah, my thermometer is showing minus 30 because that's how low it goes. And it's actually colder than that, yeah.
I saw one in Fairbanks, Alaska. There was a cop outside of a bank and it said like negative 63.
Yeah, I have a Canadian friend. They were like, oh, it's minus 40, and that's a magical temperature that is exactly the same in both scales. Minus 40 Celsius is minus 40 Fahrenheit. It's great.
Pretty interesting.
Not bad. So it is cold. It's windy now, and we've had a lot of snow.
Polar vortex. Did you guys get hit with that?
Not
What?
yet. We're getting a little bit of it tomorrow, but
Boy.
the worst of it is Midwest.
Boater become quite the weatherman over there.
I saw a video on Instagram not too like 20 minutes ago. This girl in Chicago threw her coffee in the air and it automatically turned into snow. That's how cold it was in Chicago.
They do that in Alaska a lot too.
Yeah.
I said, wow, that's a waste of coffee.
Was it a Starbucks cup? Please tell me it was a Starbucks cup.
No, it was like some mom and pop shop in Chicago. Still probably like $5.
Yeah.
So we got Dave, Mike, and myself here at the Insane Games in Saratoga Springs. Tyler down in Tampa, Florida. Weather is very different between the two. Just so you know, this is like step one. I had to explain it to Dave, Boater, and Mike
Separately
every time they came in. That this is step one of a set change here for Behind the Counter. So we haven't officially got our new table that's gonna be going here. But we're kind of going back to, if you were here for the first 10, 15 episodes, we had the original set in the Queensbury location, so we're kind of going to be going to that, and slowly the camera angle will start moving that way, and we'll start moving more this way, and eventually the TVs will be dead center. So over the next couple weeks, you'll probably see the set will be a little bit different every time you come on, but we'll eventually get there. So you guys can start watching something entertaining behind us as us fools are talking. So we got a lot to go over here today. We got some Super Bowl predictions heading into the Super Bowl this Sunday. We got Royal Rumble fallout that happens Sunday, Monday Night Raw, and some Tuesday Night SmackDown stuff. Some rumors with Dean Ambrose I heard is going around the table. So maybe we'll talk about that.
because there's developments recently.
So we'll talk about that. We'll talk a little bit of we got a Factor Crap, What's Dead to Dan, and some other gibberish that we talk throughout the episode. So let's start with the headliner, Super Bowl this Sunday. We avoided talking about it last week. What do we got? What do we think? We got the Rams and we got the New England Patriots. I hear the big subject I hear is that the Patriots are being ruled as the underdogs.
False. Fake news.
Yeah,
Dan completely botched it. If you let me go into Tyler's 2 minutes, I could have told you all the.
Oh,
factual information
what's
of the
rolling to
Super
Tyler 2 minutes?
Bowl. Take it, Boater, theme song.
Nope.
that's your theme song.
Anyway,
This is the 2-minute weekend update with Tyler Hayes.
It's Tyler's 2 minutes. You guys effing suck at this.
Can we just call it
Alright.
Tyler's 2?
Super Bowl L111, Super Bowl 53, Pats at Rams, February 3rd, 6:30 on CBS. Catch it with Tony Romo, the what do they call him? The Romo Domtress?
Robo-Dome!
Nostradamus.
First Super Bowl appearance in 5 years. The Rams' first appearance since they last lost to the Patriots in 2002 when Adam Vinatieri kicked that field goal. It's crazy how he's still playing. The Pats are favored by 2.5 points as of today, and the over-under for the game is 58 points. Tom Brady is looking to be the first to win 6 Super Bowls individually. Gladys Knight is performing at halftime. I know Dan's very excited about that.
He's
And,
leaving on the midnight train to Georgia.
It's on the midnight train.
It's my favorite. It's what. No. It's
So
down.
wait,
It's down to number 2 on my favorite songs list.
Did Maroon 5 get the boot, or?
No. They just didn't do a press
she's
conference.
the national anthem.
Oh!
But
so
just a
they're,
side
they're the
note.
ones actually performing, right?
Maroon 5 and I think it's Travis Scott are performing at halftime. Anyways, a 30-second commercial at this year's Super Bowl went from 5.1 million to 5.3 million this year. Crazy. But I guess we could go into it. Who do we have winning the game? That's the big question.
I want to go first.
I'll go
That's
first.
the-
New
win.
England Patriots. I've said it since the last 3 weeks. You just can't root against them. I'm sorry. You just statistics to show that you just don't root against the Patriots.
If you
So
root against the
Also,
Patriots,
Dan,
you're
if
rooting
you-
against the refs,
if
and
you
see how
can-
that works for you.
If you want,
Some
also throw
sports
out
talk
the
from
final
Border.
score for the game too.
I'm going
So
to go
You
with
got Patriots. You can come back to that final score if you want, but
no. I will go.
this is exactly what I didn't want. So
I'm gonna go 35-27. New England Patriots.
that means you have the over.
I guess. I just feel like you just can't root against the Patriots. I don't know how you can, with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and the Patriots don't really have a good defense. So I think the Rams are going to score a decent amount, and I think the Rams defense won't be able to keep up with Tom Brady. So I think it's going to be a higher. I think it's going to the over. I think will be in. I don't think it will be. I don't think it's going to be a defensive game where it's going to be a low scoring game. I think it'll be high, and I think Patriots will take it home. You just can't root against them. Sorry.
I'm going to go Rams. 28-24. With Romo. If you saw that, he predicted 28-24. You have something to say?
Why do we always gotta prop up Tony Romo? We just got Tony Romo.
Is that literally the only reason why you're going with
No,
the Rams?
I was about to
Tony
go
Romo?
on. I was just saying. Boy.
Oh, well, proceed then. My bad. You're next, but okay.
Tom Brady struggles in the Super Bowl when he gets pressure from the defensive line, and I think Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh will bring the pressure, and they'll sack that boy. And I think Todd Gurley's going to go buck wild. If he's not injured or something. I don't know what happened again.
He's not injured. Sean McVay said last week that he was just not fitting into their scheme, the game flow of the last game against the Saints.
Can you give me the evidence as to why Tom Brady struggles in the Super Bowl?
In the games where against good defensive lines, Michael Strahan against the Giants, perhaps?
Strahan, you mean?
The
Strahan?
the gapped wonder. Justin Tuck, and I think the Eagles put it to him pretty well as well last year.
Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
Fletcher.
I don't.
If they get to him, it'll be
The tandem
easy.
of Long and Cox, they were really good last year against the Patriots.
Long Fletcher.
Dave, who you got? And the score if you can.
This is for the people I work with, because if this doesn't happen, I'm gonna have a really rough rest of the school year. The Patriots are gonna win by whatever happens by 3. I don't really have a gauge on how those scores are gonna go, because the Patriots, their defense is either very good or they let everybody run all over them, and then the same thing happens with the Rams. Their defense locks people up, but then all of a sudden they're scoring points left and right. And I did look up past games to make sure I'm not just talking out of my buttocks on this particular topic. But
Dave
I
does
think-
bring up a valid point. I
think
think
they're gonna win by
there's
3.
a good chance that it could be whoever wins is by 3 points. I think that's a valid statement.
I think the
I mean, that kind of dovetails well into my score. I have the final score being 34-31. I think it ends in a field goal, whether it be in overtime or whether it
Off
be
of the foot.
in regulation.
That magic
Dave, are you done or?
Yeah.
I have the Patriots winning. I think this game, every classic analyst you hear on ESPN or whatever sports show is saying it's going to be a defensive game for the Rams. It all depends on their defense. False. It depends on Jared Goff. He's going up against one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Can Sean McVay and Jared Goff somehow go toe-to-toe with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, put up points against the Patriots defense who's going to scheme to push Todd Gurley not to run to the outside, so they're going to have C.J. Anderson in most of the game like the Saints did. Now, I mean, Todd Gurley's probably going to play more than C.J. Anderson because it's a Super Bowl, but I need to see Sean McVay do different schemes on the Patriots' nickel defense or whatever defense they're going to run to show that Jared Goff is an elite quarterback and that they can win this game. Because I have all the faith in the world. It's going to be a classic Patriots Super Bowl. They're going to go behind in the first half, make adjustments, come out swinging, and, you know, it's going to be in that second half where we need to see if the Rams can keep up with the Patriots. So I'm going Patriots 34-31.
Now, the thing everyone really needs to wonder about is, are they going to play SpongeBob's Sweet Victory at halftime
There's been rumors of
in
it.
homage to the fact that the creator died? And that song, honestly, would fit really well in with this particular Super Bowl.
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz Stadium sent out a tweet, and there was reference to it. So they're thinking that there's a strong possibility that it could happen.
They'd better. Maroon 5 had better practice up those chords.
So one of the
I
things
do have... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I hope, I don't know if anyone saw Roger Goodell's press conference earlier today. With a game of the magnitude of the Super Bowl, I mean, you would think it would be anything in the playoffs or any game in general. You hope that any game in the NFL, regular season, playoffs, or the Super Bowl is officiated the same way. But the NFC Championship was a disaster, and he was questioned down at the State of the NFL address earlier today, and the good old Roger Goodell, the big guy himself, said that there's human error. Human error? Are you kidding me? Human error. That's where someone up in the booth, one of the goons upstairs in the booth, or the goons that they have at New York City at their headquarters, needs to step in and make that call. I don't know what the policy is moving forward. Rather, they're allowed 20 seconds for interference from the booth upstairs or the headquarters in New York City. Something needs to happen where if a play like that, it's just so blatantly, obviously messed up, with that much on the line, something needs to happen. And I can see the reporters laughing when he said human error. Human error. He goes, well, everyone is human. We all make mistakes. That's the excuse you're coming up with, or why the call wasn't made?
See, that's the thing. Goodell's trying to deflect. He's coming off as, oh, well, the refs made mistakes. No one's attacking the referees. They're attacking the fact that the NFL needs to do something about this.
Or spin zone. Roger Goodell is saying human error, and the error of the human being that Roger Goodell had not come up with a replay system for this type of situation.
Saints are
Spin zone.
crybabies. There's a lot of plays in the game. They need to get over it. Football's a game of flesh and blood.
I mean,
Oh, don't give me that, Mike.
Flash blood,
You're telling
cameras,
me.
instant replays, flags,
You're telling me
and
it-
2-minute
That's the
warnings.
thing, there's human refs. It's not that big of a deal.
You're
It's time
telling
to
me if
move
the
on.
Oakland Raiders were playing in the championship
Yeah, that
game,
happened.
the
The tuck
conference
rule.
championship
The tuck
game,
rule.
okay,
What
and
a shame.
they
The
lost.
Raiders
I don't
had
care
to
about. I
get
don't
over
care.
it. The
Well,
Raiders had to get over it. The Saints had to get over it. Tuck rule. Raiders
It's
had to
happened
get
and
over
we're
it.
still not over it, Dan. The Saints will never get over the fact that they got blatantly
It's just
screwed.
the way
Bruce
she
McDermott
goes in
of the
sports.
Rams came
Human
out and
error
said
is a true
he was
fact.
looking to kill Tommy Lee whatever that guy his name was. He was looking to lay him out because he didn't want to get torched and scored on, and he just so happened to not get thrown a flag. You know, it's BS, but the game goes on. It's gonna burn in the Saints' hearts forever. As me and Mike know with the tough rule, stupid Tom Brady fumbled that ball, and spin zone. He probably wouldn't have had the career he had if that rule had never come in play.
You say sometimes
Tom
you just
Brady.
can't take back, and it's the way she goes in the NFL.
Amen, brother. You
I
lick your
just-
wounds, just pick up your bag.
I
That's not
agree.
Goodell's
You're
fault.
never going to get the New
But
Orleans
it
Saints
is
fans are
Goodell's
never
fault.
going to get over that. I agree 100%. But the fact of the matter is, when you have the commissioner of the NFL, who you expect is giving out leadership and quality of
What
the
are you supposed to say?
not
The
Goodell
play was
era.
egregious. They,
no, what
they
you
would-
say? No. What you say is they made a mistake.
He
They,
did.
no.
Human error.
You don't say human error.
That's the
one of
same
the
thing.
dumbest reasons I've ever
The
seen.
head officiating said that they made a mistake. How many times do we have to hear that they made a mistake? Fix
You
the
wanna hear
goddamn
from-
mistake,
You
Goodell.
want to hear
Come out
from the
with
guy in
something
charge
to fix it.
of everything.
People are
to
watering at
admit
the
that there's a
mouth.
flaw in the system
Yeah.
because everyone up to him says it. You need to hear it from the guy himself.
I don't know, maybe have a new
In
policy that you're going to
concept, they have
present
a
at
rule
the
with
State
this.
of the Union address?
They have a rule in place in college football where you can review these types of plays in under whether it be, I think it's either 5 minutes or 2 minutes. The NFL is just too afraid to copy a good rule that college football has. They don't want to do that, and they're now made to look like a fool because they wait until something drastic happens like this. And then you get players saying, F Goodell, and we're showing you Section 2, Rule 69 of the NFL bylaws. Like, who reads those? And wearing clown Goodell shirts. I mean,
And,
you
and
you
meanwhile,
have to fix this.
Is there
Meanwhile,
anybody wearing those shirts other than the Saints, though?
Well,
The
and-
crybabies at question.
The Patriots are.
well, and meanwhile, the price of a Super Bowl commercial goes up. People keep watching. This controversy, in the end, it doesn't hurt the NFL
not
at
the
all.
price of NFL Super Bowl tickets, though.
Price of Super Bowl tickets have gone
But that's
down.
but
and
that's
also,
not what makes them the money. Anyway.
And also, I'm pretty sure they're down 100,000 viewers since last year. So
You're not going to be able to sell anyone that viewership of the Super Bowl is going up. It's only going down. And rather that's unhappiness with the product, or if it's just the fact that you really can't judge how many people are really watching the Super Bowl these days. You can't judge how many people are watching anything with just the way the stats are presented and what items are available for people to watch. But the fact of the matter is, the NFL, because here's what Roger Goodell, and he's a commissioner, he's got to spin it. But when people come up with, how do you address lower viewership in the NFL, all they come is, well, we can't really judge who's watching. They just blame it on, they know why people aren't watching. They're sick and tired of the rules. They're sick and tired of officiating in stupid stuff like flags for this and flags for that. But yet, the most apparent thing that should be flagged isn't flagged whatsoever. Or the most blatant hit ever, and that where someone should be tossed out of the game, isn't tossed out, but someone will get tossed out for spitting on the floor over there. But they'll get tossed out for that. It's just
Did
so
you-
there's no consistency with how the games are played.
listen to this. The fine for Roby Coleman on that hit was $23,000. The fine that Michael Thomas earned when he scored a touchdown in the regular season for taking out a flip phone underneath the goalpost was $25,000. How does that make any sense?
It doesn't.
Well, it doesn't. But at the same time, the NFL can't fine his ass a lot to make up for their error. I mean, the question
Take
is.
his game check.
Okay, but here's the question.
They
no.
should.
But
It
here's my
wasn't like
question.
a wicked, malicious
No,
foul.
it
or
was a
anything.
bad hit. But
You didn't hit him
what's
that
He
hard.
came out and said, Roby Coleman came out and said, I was torched. He literally said, quote unquote, I wanted to torch his ass because he was going to beat me and score a touchdown.
But he
I
didn't torch
would
him.
have rather taken him out of the game
It
than
was an
have him score a
egregious call,
touchdown on
but
me
it wasn't
in one of the
very
biggest
mean.
plays of the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, just
That's
be
what he
taking
said.
his game check like that.
It's only $39,000 or something minute to them like that. I'm saying to them. To us, that's $39,000.
The fact of the matter is, you can't blame. If that play was called the right way, here's a question you got to ask yourself: if that play was called the right way, would he have been fined anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have.
I
I don't
think
think
they
the NFL would have fined him if they did the play correctly and they called it a flag and the Saints won. I don't think he would have been flagged. I think he was flagged because they didn't make the call.
Or
I
how much
think-
uproar was there after the fact? Because that's really why a lot of these fines get assigned after the games.
Well, yeah,
It's never
I think
during
a
the
lot
game.
Of it, I agree with you, Dave. I think a lot of it, if the Saints ended up winning that game, they wouldn't have remembered that play. They would have been like, oh, Roby Coleman, yeah, he's not going to get fined because nobody remembers it.
It's all a matter of what Goodell can actually put out that he can do, which is minute fines that players who make $30,000 a game or more just kind of scoff at, or take Tom Brady to court for 6 weeks.
The NFL doesn't make any sense, just like the NCAA. So
No, so that could make an argument for the XFL. Oh, are you kidding me?
At least,
Yeah,
though,
but you know
at
what?
least though it's
I was
run by
thinking
Vince
that.
McMahon, you know very well that man's gonna go, you hit that player late, let's have you fight about it.
You know, like or not like how it's run, but eventually stuff like that is gonna make people leave the NFL.
If you have
and go and watch
transparency
XFL.
and consistency in how the rules are applied, the XFL has a chance to gain some of the viewership that disgusted people leaving NFL viewership.
They're never gonna equal the rights or the
No,
viewership
I do think-
at
I
NFL.
do
You're
think
picking up
this-
people that are falling off the NFL wagon.
Right.
Imp
I do
Slayer.
think the way the NFL handles things is why people look at the NBA and how Adam Silver handles things. He addresses things as soon as something comes up. He is within 24 hours addressing it in a fashion that protects his players and the integrity of the league. Where Roger
Yep.
Goodell does a piss poor job at that.
Dan, don't make that face. Adam Silver
I'm
is
making
the
that face because this
man.
is gonna be a discussion for later in the podcast. How I think the NBA is being run.
Adam Silver is the commissioner I would want to commission, and I mean anything of mine. Like, that man, at least he addresses it and doesn't spin it. He boldly stands in front of the camera and says, this was wrong, or this was right, and you are wrong about it. Or he says, LeBron James is great, everyone leave him alone.
I just think it would be better if Roger Goodell dealt with stuff in a better way. I think
You know
that's
how
his
you can
only
deal better
downfall.
with it? If you don't have him as your commissioner.
His time's coming soon.
I do have some fun prop bets for the Super Bowl if we want to indulge ourselves in
Yes.
some of those.
Oh, I love to see what Vegas wants to put money on.
All right, prop bet number 1 is the coin toss, heads or tails. What do you guys pick?
Are you writing these down? What we pick? I want to know. I want to know who gets them right.
All right, Dan, Dave, Mike. All right, go.
Tails.
Heads.
Hold on, no. Dave, what do you got?
The coin lands exactly on its side, and they decide to throw the game out.
Take it serious, Dave.
All right.
Nope, that's the
All right.
side throw game out. So Dave automatically loses.
Not until Sunday. Not until Sunday after the coin flip happens. If the game doesn't happen, who doesn't look like an a-hole? Me. I'm gonna be texting everybody going, ah!
You and Roger Goodell are looking like an a-hole then. So you
tails.
guys can ride the bus together.
Woo! Tails.
You said tails?
Yeah.
All right. I picked heads because I'm going with fire on that one. Prop bet number 2. Length of the national anthem, over or under 110.5 seconds.
Oh, no.
Over.
I
Gladys
took- I
Knight
took
takes
the
her
over.
time. As she should. She's the queen of music.
Dave?
I'm gonna say over, but I'm not. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Mike?
What?
See.
Over.
What?
He did the exact same thing. Sorry.
Prop bet number 3. Who will score the first touchdown of the game? Now, this is an individual player. You have to give me a name. I will tell you who I picked first. Now, think long and hard. I put James White of the New England Patriots. Dan? Or whoever answers first. You out.
Skip me.
Todd Gurley.
Gurley?
Who is Mike? What's the name of the wide receiver? He was on the Bills and he did absolutely butt kiss, and now he's blowing it up
Robert
on the.
Woods.
Wait, what was the question? Who comes out first?
Who scores the
Who
first
scores
touchdown?
the
Oh.
first touchdown?
I've got Robert Woods just because the Patriots are really good at stuffing running game, especially when you have an established
I like
running
that
back.
pick. He was going to be my other pick, dude.
Boom!
Sony
No.
Michelle.
Ooh.
That's that guy.
Ew.
Prospect number 4. How many touchdowns will be scored in the first half? I said 3.
Oh, damn it.
A
You
two.
can,
A two
you can say the
touchdowns.
I'm
You
saying
can say
3.
the
I
same
thought
thing.
3 myself.
3?
Yeah.
4.
Whoa, high scoring, Mike. I like it.
14.
Prospect number 5. How many Patriots players will have a reception in the game? I put
Ooh.
5.
Ooh,
I
that's
put
a
5.
that's a good.
8.
Oh, Jesus, Mike.
He spreads it out. Tom Brady spreads it out.
Spreads it out.
I like that Vegas, of all places, takes a game where two stakes are slapped together, and whoever slaps less hard loses, and they manage to make it a game of literal statistics. 7.
6.
I really he's gonna be passing to everybody.
Prospect number 6. Will Tom Brady complete his first pass attempt of the game? Yes or no? I said no.
No.
Yes.
Who said no?
All of us but Dave.
Prop bet
Don't bet against
number
Brady.
7. How many touchdowns will Tom Brady and Jared Goff throw in the entirety of the Super Bowl? Over or under 4.5? I put over.
I have over as well.
Over.
I'll take a long shot, go under.
Never bet the under, Dan. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going to take a shot and go with under. Maybe I'm a betting man
Not
this
that-
week.
Number 8. How many reception yards will Julian Edelman have? Over under 80.5. I said over.
Oh, they used him as.
I know it's Edelman. I just went with the joke.
They used him a ton last game. Ooh.
Julian Edelman. Over under 80.5.
You
What do
put
we
that
got?
too.
Edelman. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Say it again. I'm sorry.
What?
I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
How many receiving
Let
yards
Tom
will
win.
Edelman have in the game? Over
Uh.
under 80.5. Over or under? That's all we have to say.
I'm going to say over.
Under.
Dave?
Under.
Mike, you
Don't-
said the under too?
Yep.
Don't you all be
Alright,
making fun
last
of me. I was
one.
looking at something.
Last one. This is the fun one. What color will the Gatorade be at the end of the game when they dump it on the coach? Yellow, orange, clear, purple, or blue?
Yellow.
Wait a minute. They're not dumping Gatorade on Bill Belichick. He'll dissolve.
No, they don't. They do it.
No,
Fun
it'll
fact.
kill him.
Fun fact, if you pick the Patriots, they've only done clear, blue, and none.
See?
Blue.
He'll literally dissolve into a puddle and go, oh, what a world, what a
that's a good thing.
world. He'll
That's
turn
like
into a headset.
Yeah, what do you have?
I said yellow.
Dave, what do you have? You can say none.
It's
but
gonna-
that isn't on the prop bet of the actual bet.
Is it
It's
going to
60
be... They're playing
I
in...
said clear.
They're playing in Arizona.
No, they're playing in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Now, by hot Atlanta, you mean it's going to be a cold evening or a hot evening? Do you know?
Well, it's a dome, so it's 70.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go with clear. They're gonna have clear liquids.
Alright, well, I have these all written down, folks.
Well, what did
We
you
will
say
see
on that one,
who
Tyler?
wins.
Tantala, what did you said? Which Gatorade?
I said clear. I could see the Patriots being boring and just having plain old water, or TB12 water.
That's more what I was thinking. It's gonna be TB12 water, and every time a player doesn't finish their cup, Tom's gonna go.
Or it could be Russell Wilson's concussion water.
Straight
Oh
vodka.
man.
Or it could be Russell Wilson's concussion water.
Oh. Oh.
Yikes. Yikes. Well, it'll be interesting to see who wins that and who doesn't. See who comes home with the better record.
I think we should put something on the line.
And what would we put on the line?
I think
I can't wait to hear this
Loser.
one.
meaning coming in last has to shave their head.
No, that's no.
Well, what are you concerned about? You shave your head every other week.
Not,
No,
not completely
wake
wrong.
it. Oh, okay.
Not completely wrong, but if Mike is a clear loser, he has to shave his face for the whole entire month of February, while his brick titties out.
I suppose.
Should be shaved anyway. Last time I knew that's the dress code around here.
What?
That might have to be an issue to be dealt with HR.
I'm gonna have to grow it out.
What are you
even
saying,
longer.
what for, Dave? You're clean shaven.
That's because I can't grow a beard. Doesn't mean I could. I would if I could.
I'm gonna grow it out even more in protest now.
It's because I don't grow on the cheeks. I just grow the chin strap, and I'm
Cheeks?
not rocking a chin beard. I'm not being a neck beard. It's just not gonna happen.
You and Andrew Luck.
You look like a classic neckbeard guy.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not gonna be the neck beard guy.
Ugh, neckbeard. Yikes.
He's like on his computer playing video games and it's just showing his neck beard the whole entire time, like that episode. of South Park.
yeah.
Awful. Neckbeard. Get out of here with that.
What's next?
Pro Bowl, anyone watch it? Is there really
Oh.
any point watching the Pro
You know
Bowl?
what? I did watch one segment where Andrew Luck had to throw some balls at some targets, and my God, that man couldn't hit a broadside of a barn that
It
day.
looked awful.
He looked terrible.
Speaking of that, I did watch one segment of the Pro Bowl, and it was the chick that's gonna play in the new Kim Possible movie, the lead actress for that, interviewing Saquon Barkley, and the mic kept going out every time she was trying to ask a question, and I was like, I'm not watching this, and I turned it off. I'm like, this is awful.
Jeez.
Hilarious.
I didn't watch much of the Pro Bowl myself.
Does anyone watch much of the Pro Bowl? Like, I'm pretty sure they did a scan of the stadium, and there wasn't much people there to begin with.
Well, to be fair, it was freezing cold in Orlando, and it was like
To be fair,
raining all day.
it was raining pretty good. To be fair, though, I don't know what the NFL can really do because it's just no one's interested. I mean,
I
They
have
need-
a proposition.
They need to make the Pro Bowl mean something.
I just don't think they need to. Why they need an All-Star game? Just don't have one. Like I don't. It's just like it's so.
But
I don't know.
what will the Bills, the Browns, the Bengals, the Titans, the other Midwest loser teams fight for if not for a spot on the Pro Bowl? Like, your team has no chance of even going to the playoffs, so you make sure you have the best record for your position so that you get to go to the Pro Bowl.
You just get a trophy instead.
That's true. That's
Or
true.
money.
I have a crazy proposition. Well, they do give out cars to the MVP, so
Ugh.
Ooh.
which are stupid because you can tell those guys are never gonna drive a Toyota Camry or
Oh,
whatever.
I'm
they give
Russell
out.
Wilson, and I have no problem getting a Toyota Tacoma. What?
No, that's Andrew Luck. Toyota Tacoma's so environmentally friendly.
I like this car.
This has great gas mileage as I drive around the state of Indiana.
Guys, I'm gonna give this to the first fan I see. Not that one though. Jeremy standing there. No!
Tom stands there. Oh, you're too bald. I can't give it to you. Sorry.
Between
I
Tom
won't keep
or
it down. The fuzz is walking by.
Between Tom or Jeremy, I'd probably pick Tom.
I do have a proposition though. They need to move the game back to Hawaii, where it's always warm, and they need to do it in a time like the MLB All-Star Game does it, where it will mean something, where the winner, the team that wins the game, will dictate how something in the season will pan out, whether it be the Super Bowl like they do with the World Series, the AFC, if they win, they're the home team in the Super Bowl regardless of record. I feel like that needs to happen. There needs to be something that makes the Pro Bowl mean something.
That could be
Otherwise, it's just a
amazing.
It's
That-
never gonna happen. I just don't. It's no different than any other
That's
sport.
never gonna happen, but a kid can dream, right?
A kid can dream, but the fact of the matter is, in this day and age, with all the money that's on the line and the seasons that these teams have, you're never gonna get that. You're never gonna
Think
get
about this.
people
Well,
for an
it
NFL
goes back
team.
to the earlier discussion. It's not going to happen while you have someone in charge who is so risk
Think
averse.
about this. You put the game in Hawaii, the weather's nice. Alright, you got the weather checked down. The fans are in the game.
The weather's
Now,
not that big of a
You
deal.
do it. No, listen. You take the you do the votes. Tom Brady's a Pro Bowler, but he's not going to play in it. They're still technically a Pro Bowler, so you can add that to the resume. You take the game, you put it in between the after the regular season and the wild card weekend. All the players that are in the Pro Bowl are out of the playoffs. Now these guys that are in the playoffs have to root for these guys in the AFC or the NFC to win the game, because this game will dictate who is the home team in the NFL Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you're throwing out the whole point of the Pro Bowl is for some of the best people of the year. And besides the two, so now when
Are they?
well, they're definitely not the All Stars. None of them made the playoffs.
I mean,
they're
Saquon
coming from
Barkley
Ray,
didn't make the playoffs.
coming
I
out
don't
from
know.
the
Hey,
Braves.
hey,
Here
don't
we
throw
got
shade at my
Derek
players.
Carr for the starting. What? He had an awful season. He's not playing. Well, why would I want to watch the Pro Bowl with a quarterback who had an awful record? Because let's be honest, half the teams that are going to be in the Pro Bowl are all teams that didn't have a winning record.
See, because that's the game parents should show their kids who play Pee Wee football. That's the game that should go, son, that could be you one day. You're
First
the
off,
third
it's never going
adjunct
back
quarterback.
to Hawaii, because there's a reason why it's not there anymore, because people aren't buying a ticket to fly out to Hawaii to watch the Pro Bowl. And it just ain't happening. If they're in better luck, they put it in New York City, where the chances are people are just going to buy the tickets because they want to see one of
In
the players.
January? Are you high? Are they playing in a freaking dome?
Well, he's not high, but he's definitely cold.
Who would want to go to a freaking Pro Bowl game that means jack shit in the freezing cold polar vortex of New York City? That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
You just had a Pro Bowl room to another but raining for the whole time, and there was no one there. So what are you going to pay? I mean, I'd rather the Pro Bowl needs to be in the city that people.
That means something. That's what I'm saying.
The Pro Bowl needs to be in a city where people who don't even care about the Pro Bowl are going to buy a ticket just to go and watch some of the
Dallas,
Super.
Texas.
What if?
And Hawaii isn't one of them. Hawaii isn't people in Hawaii aren't buying tickets to go watch a football game whatsoever.
At the time, the Pro Bowl players back then, Dan, you would know this if you were an actual football fan.
Here we go, the
All
cheap
the
shots.
players-
Here comes the cheap
Listen,
shot. When Dan gets
listen,
under Tyler's
listen.
skin, the cheap
No,
shots come.
No, you're just
Here it
stupid
comes.
ignorant. They don't. Half
cheap
the players,
shot.
or all the players, what they would do is they take a weekend and they would fly all the family members out to Hawaii to fill the stadium.
Why are you
and then
stuck
they
on this
spend-
Hawaii thing?
and then
No
they
one wants to
spend
go to
2
Hawaii.
weeks in
No one wants to
Honolulu
go
on
there.
vacation with their beautiful families, and they would enjoy their time. That's how the stadiums were filled. If you look back on
Hawaii
any
is
of the
pretty
projects
cool.
in Hawaii, if you look
Tyler,
back
is
on
do
any
they even have a
projects in
stadium in
they were
Hawaii?
filled because all
They do.
of the
Aloha
fans,
Stadium.
all
They
the
do.
fans were players' families.
Tyler is stuck up on this Hawaii. Who cares about it?
Dan?
Have it over in the
Dan?
mainland where everyone else has watched football.
Hawaii has football stadiums, and they have in all of the islands of Hawaii one Moe's. Just because I was accidentally Googling stuff the other day. And I was on the Moe's website, and it's like, oh, Hawaii! Oh my god, there's one in Hawaii.
This is a classic Tyler move. That when Dan throws out a legitimate fact or statement in regards
Where's
to
your legitimate
football,
fact?
I don't know,
I'm
but
just
what
saying you know
something I said got
Something
under.
I said was legitimate. Okay.
I don't know what it is, but something I said got under your skin, and you started throwing out cheap shots. It's what happens around here. Whatever.
When they were in Hawaii.
Whatever.
Tyler loves the Pro Bowl, that's the problem.
Tyler is a pro. He's just a pro. He wants a pro. It's just not going to do anything. Get off the Pro Bowl. No one wants it. No one wants to watch it. No one even wants to go to see it. It's definitely not out in Hawaii anymore. I don't know why you want Hawaii so bad.
Like this is the same thing that people were ignorant about when they said that they didn't want replays on flags, and now look where we are.
Oh,
We're
I'm
replays
perfectly
on
content with
Tommy
it.
Wood had a
So
red
let me get
fucking
this
finger,
straight.
and now we're asking for a replay
Let me get
on
this
the- on the
straight.
penalty.
If you want to go to the Pro Bowl, you're gonna buy tickets to Hawaii to go watch the Pro Bowl.
I would love to go to Hawaii. Are you high out of your mind saying that you wouldn't want to go to Hawaii?
I don't.
Did you
Second,
expect
do
to
you want me to be
cheat
high? That's the second time you said that statement.
So, you know what? Throw out the Pro Bowl.
Please do.
No,
Right in that trash can.
listen.
And Brenda can bring it out to the
Have
dumpster
the exact
tonight.
same selection. Have the exact same selection of players and the adjuncts and this and the other, and have those players face the incoming draftees from the college football games and
What?
call it the Thunderdome.
That would be pretty interesting.
Watch
That's actually
watch
not a bad idea.
the future of the NFL get destroyed by the current stars. Hilarious.
CJ Playmaker says, go ahead, Tyler.
Or what you could do is take the team that won the national championship facing the team that had the worst record in the NFL face each other.
Yes.
Oh, because that would be
Call
a
it
fun
the
game.
Judgment Day.
Line
It's a
me up to
WWE
see that one.
pay-per-view.
There's
Yeah,
there's some
CJ
interest to
Playmaker
see in that.
says he didn't expect so much vigor and passion in a Pro Bowl debate, and Amp Slayer recommends just get rid of the Pro Bowl and get all the worst players instead and watch the shit show.
Oh my God! Please.
I just think the beginning of a
All
good
of
Pro
it.
Bowl is finding the right location. In
Which
the
is
right
Hawaii.
It's not
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
There
It's
was
a,
there was
you
a
need to
certain
be put.
mystique
You need to
about
be.
it
It needs to be
before.
put in a mainstream area. That
Hawaii.
No.
Boater, do you think Hawaii would not be a great place?
Well, the thing is that everything you say,
Dan
like, Orlando would be
said
a
that he would not want to fly out to Hawaii.
Like-
He literally just said that. I'm surprised we're not talking about that.
Well, like, Orlando would be a great place. It happened to be raining. I'm sorry, I can't
Well, it
control
was a
what the
disaster
friggin'
in
weather
Orlando.
is gonna do 5 months ahead of time.
It was a disaster in Orlando.
Florida has
That's really
football teams. Wait a minute. Let's backtrack a little bit. Where did they play in Florida? Who plays football in Florida? No.
Is this really a question or
Yes.
is it sarcasm?
Miami
I'm
and
kind of
Jacksonville.
confused.
Who? Who shot who in the what now? No. You must be getting confused. There's a basketball team. LeBron James was there. There's a hockey team because they really decided they wanted to spend that much money on ice.
The Pro Bowl needs to be put in a high volume market that people, even if they're not fans of those, they're gonna go and watch just to see someone that they're not accustomed to seeing. If you're in New
Mexico.
York,
Yes,
That's the
let me
answer.
go and pay way too much for an overhyped NFL ticket when I don't give a damn about the players. That's the argument you're trying to make.
no. What I'm
People
trying
that
to
No, that's
no.
Hawaii.
The argument I'm trying to make is if I'm a Giants fan, okay, and my team was out 5 weeks ago and with no option, and I kind of want to see Andrew Luck play, I would buy a ticket to go watch that. When I don't see much of Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck doesn't play for the
Andrew
Giants.
Luck going to the Giants. You heard it
You're
here
not
first.
understanding what I'm saying. That when you're a Giants fan and maybe you don't see a certain quarterback that plays the Giants at all in New York, you want to go watch them play for once. I don't know. But there's so many people in New York that they probably fill the stadium either way.
Or just take a little trip up
Hawaii,
to
they're
New England
probably
and watch
giving the
Colts
tickets out
play
for
the
free in
Patriots.
Hawaii. You just got to pay $5,000 to get a plane ticket to go there.
Plane tickets aren't that expensive.
No, they're
It's
pretty cool.
500, Dan.
Okay. All right.
It seems like you're the one getting mad about Hawaii. I'm just saying Hawaii.
I'm
makes
just getting
more
mad at the
sense.
fact that you keep saying Hawaii and that you're like so. You want to justify your argument that the Pro Bowl needs to be in Hawaii. It's just so dumb. And I love the fact that I said one thing and you classic got Tyler
So-
mad and go after the cheap shots.
So
You
we
know
now
nothing
have
about football. Anytime Dan throws out a valid
we have
statement.
another very good meme we can mention in the future.
Anytime
for the
Dan
podcast.
throws out a valid football statement or
Hawaii.
any valid sports statement for that second, Dan, you've never coached a team. Dan, you've never played football. Just because I didn't play football doesn't mean I can't throw out an opinion about
So
football.
I didn't say
can
you didn't
we
play football. I said you know nothing about football.
Well, apparently I do, because something got under your skin.
can we effectively say
Oh
that,
my God! Shut the door, Boater. Shut the door.
can we effectively say
Whoa. Justin?
can we effectively say that
Minor.
we can add Hawaii to Dan's dead list? Can we just throw that on there now?
Did you see this? He just brings in a game because I don't know how long he's had that game. How long have you had that game?
I don't know, probably like a month.
He just brings in a game. I have no idea. He could have 10 more games, and I don't know if he has them or not. I forgot he had that
I
one.
would have either talked to Mike or Dave. They would have known.
I forget when he takes. He could have 5 more games. I wouldn't know if he has them or
That's why I have
not.
Mike take care of it because your mental capacity is not that big.
Oh my god! This is the episode that just keeps on giving. Oh. But Dan, should I add Hawaii to the dead list? Is it dead
No.
to you? Because you said you wouldn't travel there. You don't want the Pro Bowl there. You won't
I
go
just
to the
don't know what.
Mo's.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with Hawaii. I wouldn't go out there to watch the Pro Bowl. It just isn't.
Sam looks at Hawaii and says, "Oh, never mind. I can't tell that joke. That's way too.
Not allowed.
Too graphic."
So all right, so we'll wait for that because I
let's
eagerly look
transition.
forward to
Are we
adding.
done? Are we done with NFL? Any more talk about
Pro
NFL?
Bowl sucks.
It's been an
We're
hour.
not
Are
done
we
until
done
you
with
say that
NFL?
we're supposed to have the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, Dan.
Moving on to what is dead to Dan. Let me tell you what's dead to Dan. Moving on to our next subject, the NBA. That's what's dead to Dan. Because you know what? I sit around here
What?
and I watch this Anthony Davis nonsense that's going on. You want me to tell you what I see? I see
Hey, I'll tell you
LeBron.
what you see.
What?
You see someone that looks just like you with his unibrow. Oh, come on,
I see LeBron James' hands written all over everything. And that's what the NBA has been, it's about now. It's about what LeBron James can get away with or not get away with. And it's, you know what? If I was the owner of the Pelicans, I would look for tampering charges immediately. Because there's someone playing games, and whether it's the agent for LeBron James or LeBron James himself, it's so absurd. This whole league is centered on what LeBron James wants and doesn't want. And I wouldn't be surprised. Now, let me continue, because I'm getting pissed about this. I normally don't give a shit about the NBA, but I'm tired of it, listening to it. It's LeBron James's league. Let's call it the LB whatever league, because it's just LeBron James no matter what he does. Whatever game you want to take and you can go, because I'm not going to remember what you have eventually down the road anyway.
No, I was just laughing at the fact that you said you would own a team. You would probably burn that team to the ground.
First off, Justine, okay? I know a lot about running sports, and I could have my team and it'd be very successful.
I don't know, Mike.
He would fire every single kicker from here
Yup,
to
if you can't get a
California.
field goal, you'd be fired immediately. There's the door, and that's how it would go. You can't throw your 3-point shots, there's the door.
Throw your 3-point shot. Holy moly.
Can I go back into my rant,
Yes.
please?
Yeah.
My
Hold
rant
on.
is the
Before you
NBA.
continue, hold on. Anthony Davis has already fined $50,000 for tampering. So
No. He got fined for requesting a trade in public. That's what he got fined for.
Which
that-
is tampering.
Not necessarily.
Mhm.
You can word it however you want to word it.
That is textbook tampering.
The fact of the matter is, I am so sick and tired of the NBA revolving around LeBron James. I'm tired of him having a personal phone call or phone number or phone line directly to Adam Silver, because you know it's what it is. Adam Silver's
But
afraid
technically,
of
all of us
LeBron
have phone
James.
lines to Adam Silver.
I'm
You
just.
just don't know his number.
I've never been an NBA fan, so I really can't speak for NBA fans. But if I was an NBA fan, okay, like I was an NASCAR fan a long time ago,
I can't speak for NBA fans.
and if
but
I was an NBA fan and I continue to watch this nonsense that's always involving other things that you would think had nothing to do with LeBron James, but then has everything to do with him, I'm just tired of it. And now
It's
they're
not
gonna
like the
now
NFL with Tom
they're gonna make this
Wow.
stellar all-star team for the Lakers. It's gonna be all based around LeBron James. It's ridiculous.
Actually, if you watch NBA, it's all about Steph Curry and the Splash Brothers at these current times. Dripping
It's
wet.
always about the Warriors now.
And he still can't win
It's
LeBron
not
James.
about LeBron James.
So the NBA has the benefit of having a physical person that they can market and idolize and put in front of people and proudly say, this person represents us. It was Michael Jordan, and now Michael Jordan is crying in front of the cameras, and so they can't have him anymore.
Too terrible.
He can do shoes, but
The Xbox?
they can have LeBron James, and so
Oh no, I
that
gotta make
man
a sale.
bears more power.
You really want that or no?
Yeah, I really want. Dan, I'm not gonna make you get. You know, I should make you get up and make you go sit your ass back down.
That
because
still
I'm
counts
giving
as
you
mine, by the way.
exercise.
That's a me sale.
What?
You
on
don't
my
have
sales.
an Xbox already?
Because I'm the
Justin?
only one on.
You don't have an
Take my
Xbox?
stuff. Dude, I had the other Xbox original Xbox One for like since it came out. So yeah, it's kind of
So,
needs a new.
Time to move on.
I've added it to Dan's dead list. I have the NBA joining a crowded field of very interesting things to be dead for him. A short TV series, which you missed last week.
I did. What was the 15-second pitch of short TV series?
It was just, and it made sense.
It's just not enough for Dan.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dan doesn't like when he
Okay.
gets really into a show and it's over.
Okay,
It's a
yeah.
valid point.
There's been like some 12-episode anime that I wish were a bit more than that.
What
Yeah, I
are we
understand.
talking
Yep.
about now?
We're going
recapping.
over the things
We're
that are
recapping.
dead to you.
Don't get me fired up on TV shows. I got all
I'm
the.
worrying about selling stuff so you can keep the lights on,
They were
Dan.
filling me in.
Plastic knives and kickers, which we harp on constantly, which is
I
hilarious.
I still cannot believe plastic knives.
You know what? Can you say Sparky Parky just so we can have that for one more episode, one more week?
Sparky Parky, Tyler.
Can you say Sparky Parky? Can you say it though?
Sparky Parky.
Okay, good. I liked the eye pump. That was very good. So we've now talked about CJ Parky for more weeks consecutively than the Bears have ever thought about that man. So, I want to do Factor Crap because it got bumped.
Yeah.
And
Talking about the NBA. It's a big subject.
you know
Not
what?
Not done.
All right, so I do have one thing I do want to talk about the NBA. I like that the NBA stands up and mans up about things that happen in the league. And if people mess up really badly, and if they're beating up their wives, or if your owner is a bigot and proven, and then they have concrete evidence that they could take to court, they literally say, well, sell your team or we're selling it for you. Sorry, broski, you're out. Unlike the NBA or the NFL, who just sweeps it. Or
I
the...
think- Oh, sorry.
You know.
I'm sorry.
Or the... or let's say Major League Soccer, who has a very big issue with that, and just can't deal with it.
Mike, are you ready to get smoked in some
I
more
think the
Kombat
biggest
11?
issue that the NBA is dealing with right now is that they're trying to create too many super teams. There's no parity in the NBA. There's not these, you have this guy playing in Portland, you have this guy playing in LA, you have this guy playing in Brooklyn, you have 3 of the best players playing for the Warriors, you have 2 of the best players playing for the Lakers. It's not spread out. And that's where you get these guys like Anthony Davis, who's probably the best center in the NBA, now blatantly requesting a trade, leaving hundreds or millions of dollars on the table to play with LeBron James because he wants to win a championship.
I mean, I would.
What's up, Wes? Saw, dude. Saw, dude.
But, I mean, Anthony Davis is looking for more longevity. He's looking for his career. He's looking for winning championships rather than
He's
making
looking
money.
for
Because
LeBron.
he makes money. What?
He's looking for LeBron.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. If I worked super hard on a team and then I found out a different team was doing better than my current team and I would have to, work very hard, but I wouldn't have to work as hard and maybe we would win some stuff, I'd go. I mean, Shaq left the Lakers. Shaq left the Magic. Sorry, I watched a video on Shaq recently. Shaq then left the Heat to go somewhere else, and it was awful.
The Suns.
The Suns, and then in the crux of his career, he went to the Celtics literally so that he could ride the bench and hope that he got to put one more ring on, which didn't happen, thank God. But that man had too many rings. But
I mean, that's kind of, as also an outsider, like the NBA has kind of always been about, here's who the superstar is right now, and right now it's LeBron James. And maybe 5 years from now it'll be someone else. And I don't know if that's good or bad. All I know is that it got a Space Jam. So
one of the few successful ever sport movies, which is a valid point.
I almost know more from Michael Jordan more from Space Jam.
Yeah, right.
Actually watching
If we really talk about Space Jam,
one of
Space
the
Jam's
wettest
one of the-
movies of all
Space Jam
time.
is the highest grossing basketball movie in the history of movies.
see, even during the podcast, we take care of sales. Even you gotta admire a guy like Justine, where we can come in, We can shit on him and punch him in the gut with jokes, and he still buys stuff and he walks out of here.
Yeah, but Dan, let's face it,
gives
when
it right
Mortal
back.
Kombat 11 comes out, your ass is gonna get kicked and stomped left and right, and so is Mike's.
Why did you have to bring that up?
We're
Why
playing
did you
Mortal
ha-
Kombat 11 on
Why
Behind
did
the
you
Counter.
have to bring up Mortal Kombat, Justin? Now it's gonna be a disaster.
Because we know
That one right there is gonna get the hands pretty soon. Okay,
Because-
and that one right there is probably gonna lay the smackdown on everybody,
Well,
including
because
Jeremy.
because
His
in
judgment day's
reality-
coming.
Because in reality, the only two that can really go at it is me and Mike.
Whoa! We're pooping on
What do you
Jeremy and he's not even here?
He has to come in, Jeremy. Okay.
Yeah, don't be surprised if Germ Dog gets early
The fact
access
of the
to
matter
get
is,
practice.
even though Mike is considered the Mortal Kombat champion,
No. And I'm sorry, I have to do this introduction.
Oh god.
He is the Insane Games fighting, reigning, defending champion. Thank you.
Well, he's gotta make up for it because he sucks in Call of Duty.
Not
the
that
fact of
good.
the matter,
Ow!
did someone ban that guy? Good.
Yes, I did.
What was I saying? Yes, yeah, he's a champion. That's great.
Wait, did we ban someone?
Yep. We dropped the ban hammer on some clown in our chat.
What
chat.
happened? We
I
have
don't
to talk
know.
about
It's not worth trying
Don't
to.
worry
Voter? What
Boda
happened?
took care of business. He dropped the ban. Normally Tom's
I
job.
heard that you dropped the ban hammer.
Tom
Why did you
normally-
drop the ban hammer?
Like-
Because
Language. Continue.
bad language. Boda took Tom's reins and did the ban hammer. Tom always does
Good.
the banning around here, but
What's his name? Let's drag him out in public. No.
D-Wep C or something like that. D-Wep C?
Not worth don't feed the trolls.
Who
Continue.
cares?
Beat
But
him.
the fact of the matter is, you're right, Dave. Mike is the Mortal Kombat champion.
Whoa! Mike is now! You heard it here first on the Behind the
But
Counter.
if we
Mike
had-
is the Call of Duty champion!
You know what we're gonna do? And I'm gonna say it right now. When Mortal Kombat comes out, we're gonna have a pay-per-view, and it's gonna be about 5 or 6 big matchups. Okay, and one will be Mike with the champion. We'll just give Mike the championship because we all know he's gonna have it. Well, let me tell you what the main event's gonna be.
Shang Tsung.
The main
Oh,
event, it's
God.
gonna be a classic where the champion is not even in the main event. Because the main event is gonna be this guy taking on that guy. And it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna punch his little smile right out of his face with Sub-Zero.
Now wait a minute.
Because
I
it's
happen
been
to have-
coming. It's been coming for a
It's
long
been,
time.
It's been coming since
There's been something
2016
coming, boy.
when we did it already.
Kung Jin stabbed cracking Sub-Zero's face off his.
And I can't
off
wait to
his
Kun Jin's not even in the game, and he's got to try to come up with some. Because there's a possibility he could not. Was that not the first Mortal Kombat he was in? He could very well get the boot right out of here. And you have to find someone else.
It doesn't. The best thing about my Mortal Kombat skills, Dan, is I don't just use one character.
Oh my God!
I can
Really?
use
No!
anyone.
You just use
Because
one
I know-
move.
I
That's
know
all you
how the
do.
Mortal Kombat buttons work.
Wait, what was
Down
his
right,
favorite character?
down
His favorite
left,
character was Alien
X.
because it was the cheapest one, right?
Who?
Tyler did
Tyler.
have a
It's
time
Kung
with
Jin.
Alien.
I never seen him play Kung Jin.
He does the one
Alien.
thing. He does the one thing with the sword, and he does like that's all he does.
And like I said, Justine, I can play with any player there is in Mortal Kombat.
Oh my
I don't
God.
need just Kung Jin. I
And how
can
come
play
you
as
can't
that
beat?
style.
And how come you can only beat Dan and like you can't beat me? You can't beat Germ Dog. You can't beat Mike. Come on, man. You need to be that adaptable.
Whoa, Tyler's
That
taking some
adaptable.
heat now.
I don't go outside of my bounds to face other peons like you and Jeremy. Mike is the champion. I'll give him that. He's beating me thoroughly. But I solely go after is Dan. And that's because he gets so mad and it ruins his day.
He
and
does.
It ruins his week,
Especially-
and then Mortal Kombat
Oh.
comes
Oh,
out,
don't
he
worry.
goes,
Listen, I remember the first match and Dan kept kicking you, and then when you beat Dan, Dan goes, "What the you stupid Sub-Zero can't even kick for crap. He's a piece of shit."
First off, yeah, I did get mad, but want me to tell you what? You're right there as well. It became
Right.
What?
You beat me like 2 times out of 30,
Two
Dan.
times.
First
A
off,
2 times.
First off, don't overstate how many times we've played. We've
I
only
have
played.
time for you.
We've only played maybe 5 to 7 times total. Don't
Yeah, we
over.
played like
don't
30
overstate
times.
it, okay?
I
'Cause
swear to God, I played you at least 30 times, and I'm 28-2 against you.
No, for 28, you just randomly we played 30 times. You just randomly no, we haven't. We played definitely under 7 to 8 times.
Time I beat you, and I will continue to keep records on me beating you.
The fact of the matter is, at the end of the day,
Tyler, Dan, this is our Mortal Kombat.
Miguel.
Your skill set is
You know who
nowhere
you need
near
to
mine.
play? To be like Dome, like the platinum player, you need to play this guy called Super. I bet you he would spank you.
don't be throwing out that propaganda around here. Okay, the fact of the matter is, okay, at the end of the day, it was known that whenever we played Mortal Kombat, just Tyler and I would not play because it never ends well. And you know it, and I know either he gets upset and throws a temper tantrum, okay, or I get
We
upset.
can't play because of you.
Oh, because of me. Oh, it's because of me.
No, because you suck so
It's
bad,
because
you
of Dan
suck
that
so
we can't.
bad,
It's
and
because
that
of
we
Dan that we
can't
can't
play.
play
You
Mortal
ruined the
Kombat.
game
You're
for
absolutely
everybody.
right.
Well, Dan, to be fair, when you do
Anyway.
get beat, you're like, all right, that's it. It's coming off the TV. We're playing something else.
Dead to
So-
me.
That's next on the list.
All I know is I am content that if we were to play Mortal Kombat right now, that I would beat his ass, I would beat his ass,
Oh,
and I would
step
beat
up.
your ass. And I don't know about Mike.
Mike.
But however,
Oh, I
no.
think you know.
Mike did not. No. Remember that one time you did get concerned? That one time I did take you
I
down
did
to
have
the
get
final
really
round
sweaty.
3.
I had to get really
So
dig deep and get sweaty.
let's start with the person that does not play Mortal Kombat.
Dave, you're awful. We'll just start right there. Dave,
I don't
you're
play
bad.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't.
play Mortal Kombat either. but-
I don't play fighting games.
Did Bing Bong think he could beat me in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
I just said I would beat you.
I will pull that game up when I come back in, and I will whoop your ass left and right, boy.
Boy.
Last time I
will
checked.
make you my slave.
Last time I checked, Justine, I was smacking your ass all over this place in Mortal Kombat.
No, you were smacking my ass in camping with Call of Duty.
So does
Oh,
this?
I beat everyone in Call of Duty, so that's just the way it goes.
If I remember from the mouth of Babes, Mike is the Call of Duty champion.
He's not, Dave. Stop with the propaganda.
Wait, I
You're
thought-
just
From
throwing
your
around
mouth.
false stuff.
What's
it's-
that?
We gotta move on because
World War II champion.
we are having fun, but we gotta finish out the show.
Well, Your Honor, Dan said at.
See what happens. See what happens when Justine comes in. We start arguing about something that wasn't even on our agenda to discuss
It's the new setup. We're
Mortal
actually
Kombat
able to
and
see
what-
each other to argue about stuff again.
I didn't know that we had a live crowd scheduled for this podcast.
You never know what happens here. That's what happens when, and to quote a line that Tom told me the other day, you never know what the fuck is gonna happen when we're live in the store. Anyone can pop in here. Excuse my language.
I don't even know what the heck's
CJ
gonna
wants to
happen
take
his
everyone out
hairline,
of Mortal
too.
Kombat too.
Pretty bald.
I'll try CJ out.
We know what, we may have to have a special on the weekend Wednesday in April where the podcast, right after the podcast, it's a Mortal Kombat Showdown. Because or we just need to have a pay-per-view. A behind-the-counter pay-per-view.
I recently
I'm not buying an
reinstalled
Xbox,
Mortal
so.
Kombat 10 on my Xbox. I will
Yep.
go back into training.
Did Boder just say it's a set? That's why
Ivan
we're all excited.
Drago style.
Who said that
I
it's a
said
set?
that.
Dave? It is a set.
It's
I
the
love
new
this
set.
new,
We
I
can
love
see each
the
other,
new
and
set.
so we can argue.
Now
again.
all we need to do is get a little bit of a higher table. We all can sit. I love the new set. I
We
get
need
to
to
look
have
at
the
these guys
Xbox
directly.
right at Dan's knee level, so we can
I
accidentally.
know I
turn off
can't do
time.
that anymore. I can't cut Tyler off when he says something that gets me mad. Oh, come on, Mike.
Wait, that's confirmed. Dan finally admitted it. It only took to season 2. They were never accidents.
All right, so we did what's dead to me. The NBA. I wish that we could have discussed more because did you talk about Anthony Davis at all or no?
I don't know, did we?
I couldn't hear what you said.
Come on. Yeah.
Are you for it? Wait, just real quick. Do you agree with me that LeBron James is getting a little out of control in the league?
No.
No, I like him.
Whatever. Factor crap.
Shouldn't have wasted the time.
Factor crap. Let's go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Run it, Dave.
What's the subject?
The subject, and it would have fit way better last week. Now it just seems very strange.
Hey, Dave, do you want me to keep score? I can keep score.
What are you saying? I can't add?
Well, Dave takes 15 years to do it.
Dave got to put his glasses up and he got to calculate them. Give me.
Would you like to participate?
I was about to say, what's the
in our
subject?
game?
Justine can come in.
Justine, we have an open spot for fact or crap.
about Dan?
No.
What does that have anything to do with me?
I don't know. I
So
don't
if
know.
it was about me, you would not want to do it, or would you want to do it?
I would have jumped right on that.
What's the subject?
The subject, a la our taste testing last week, is cereal.
If it's real or not? Alright, so
If-
you know anything about cereal?
If
I
they
should have
existed
this in the
Happened
bag.
or did not exist.
Don't hit the camera. So, a guest appearance by Justine,
I
a
can't
store
read it,
regular
but-
here. We'll have him sit your ass right there.
Dave, you want me to keep score now?
So the way it works, Justine,
You know what?
is Dave.
Well, this is getting to the point where, unlike Roger Goodell, human error does come into effect. But I'm going to ask Tyler, would you second score so that just in case I do it wrong, so that we can have
I can.
definitive wins?
I have all the names written down.
Boom.
Boom.
Alright, so real quick, let's go over it for people who may just be watching for the first time. Fact or crap is we have a subject, Dave goes through, we call it. If it's a fact, that means the item is real. Or if it's crap, that means it's not real.
He's going to name a alleged breakfast cereal, and yeah, we have to determine if it's actually something that was on store shelves, or if it just came out of his twisted mind ball.
Can I just say I love this? I love this setup that we've already started to put under
A
construction.
little circle.
I love it already.
We're
Let's
already
go.
yelling and we're already wildly over time.
You're
So,
trying to touch his
Caress
chin,
my,
get a
caress my freshly shaven face.
I
Mike.
said,
you know what? I'm sorry, while we're talking about the set, you know why Dan likes the new set? There is not a chance you're getting at his sneakers.
I didn't think about that
Over
one.
there. He is never going to get his shoes untied ever
I'll think of a
again.
way.
All
There's
right,
a couple
starting-
Mickey Mouse pops in between us.
Starting with
Boom.
Tyler. Tyler, fact or crap? Sir Grapefellow.
What, were you expecting Twix? Not Twix, Twix.
You didn't
Yeah.
even get it right.
Fact.
I'm gonna go with crap.
Boater, fact or crap?
Oh,
Sir,
sorry, I thought
I thought I was going. I'm gonna say crap.
I'll say crap.
Sir Grapefellow by General Mills in the 70s.
I want to try
Of
that.
course, back in the
All right.
days of like ancient dinosaurs.
Back in the days where cereal was made of asbestos and
Back where
men
Dan
were
was
men.
actually a kid.
So then starting with me.
There's no
Yes.
jokes on here about me, Justine.
Oh yes, there will be.
Boater, King Vitaman.
King Vitaman.
King Vitaman. Fact or
Sounds like a
crap?
soup. That sounds like a-
chewable vitamin.
It
not a
does. It
breakfast
sounds like
cereal.
vitamins are involved.
I'm gonna say fact.
Dan?
So stupid. It sounds like it's crap. I'm gonna go crap again. I'm gonna be behind the 8 ball right off the beginning.
I'm gonna go with crap because it sounds like a superhero of some sort from back in the 1960s.
Mike, fact or crap?
Fact. I don't think Dave's clever enough to say vitamin.
I'm going with fact for the same exact reason.
So, King Vitaman, Quaker Oats, 1978.
Seriously?
Ironically enough, the mascot was a gentleman, an actor with the last name of Man, M-A-N-N.
Dave, man.
So, starting with Tyler. Grins and smiles and giggles and laughs. Fact or crap?
So stupid. It has to be real.
I'm going with crap.
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 There should be one I go with fat, but I'm gonna say crap because it's eventually gotta be a fake one.
I'm gonna say fact. Why not?
He's gonna get it right. I know he's gonna get it right.
By Ralston
I
Foods in 1976.
I know it.
Gives,
It was,
grins and smiles
it
and
was
giggles
so
and laughs.
dumb it had to be real.
You should have went with your gut instinct, Dave.
Dave couldn't make that up. That's how bad that is.
All right.
No, the thing is, seeing that he now has like carte blanche to make up anything he pleases.
I feel like everything's gonna be fact until the last one. Then it's gonna be crap.
There was one week that I did that, by the
He
way.
did.
And
Yeah.
no one picked up on it. Boater. Breakfast with Barbie.
fact.
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 Ninja.
Fact.
I was about to say, Ninja, do you want to take one?
he's laughing.
He is laughing.
Wait, I thought that's the same joke.
Alright, what is it?
By Ralston Foods in 1989.
Hey!
the
What
year
is this
I was born.
Ralston Foods? Like, what
Ralston
is it?
Foods is oh shoot, the dog food company that they broke off.
How
from.
do you
Oh,
know
that's
this?
good. They're part
Because
of
I
a dog
bothered to
food
look this up
company.
because I knew you people would get pissy about it if everyone got it wrong. All right.
Wait, what happened there?
Ralston Foods was a
Fake or
subsidiary of Purina. Like, it was Ralston and Purina. They were a company that was making all sorts of food products. Purina broke off and just made dog food, and Ralston kind of went out of business. All right, Tyler,
What was the
fact
name?
or crap? Pride and Poise cereal.
Say that one more time.
Pride and Poise cereal. Fact or crap?
Crap.
Fact.
Fact.
Foot Locker guy's doing Fortnite dance in the background. What was the name? I'm sorry.
Pride and Poise cereal.
Crap.
Fact.
You're saying fact?
Fact.
Boda said it was
Made it up.
certainly-
I
Yes!
quoted Al Davis.
Yes!
The cereal's not real.
Al Davis. Whoa.
Yes. Starting with Boater. Slappies. Slappies.
It's so dumb. It's got to be real.
Fact.
Crap.
Fact.
I threw a curveball. You fell for it.
Did I?
Maybe.
Wait, you said it was crap?
I said fact, bruh.
Mike, what did you say?
Fact.
I'm going with fact as well.
I made it up.
Yes, I'm
Slappies
beating
is
that
not
beating
real.
back up.
Starting with Tyler. Mr. T.
Oh, that sounds like it's something that actually would be a cereal.
Fact.
Fact because I want it to be.
Fact.
Mr. T's T's.
I'm gonna go fact.
I'm gonna say crap. If he had a cereal, I don't think it would just be his name. There would be more to it.
No, probably it's his name.
Boater, you're going to be really mad because they were just called Mr. T by Quaker Oats in 1984.
Whoa!
Put down Kylo.
Tyler. Urkel O's.
I think I went
Oh,
first
Boater.
last time.
Urkel O's.
Fact. I'm betting 200 right now.
Fact.
Can you say that one again?
Urkel O's.
Crap.
I'm gonna go crap.
I'm gonna go fact.
Once again by Ralston Foods in 1992.
Ralston Foods, my culinary savior.
Mike's like, you're going to get the
Tyler.
smackdown, baby.
Tyler.
Is my
Ninja
stuff still over there?
Wheaties.
Bing bong.
What?
Is my stuff still over there?
Crap.
Fact. I hope.
I'm gonna throw it up in the air. Fact, why not?
Can you say it again, Dave? I'm reading the comments.
Like
Ninja
Jared Dog with Kobe over
Wheaties.
here. 8 to 1.
Fact.
Like with Ninja actually in the title, or are we just saying like Wheaties with Ninja on the box?
Wheaties with Ninja on the box.
Ninja.
Oh,
Fact.
wait. I thought you meant Ninja Wheaties.
Nope. Ninja Wheaties featuring Ninja on the cover.
Wow, that changes
Right.
everything.
You suck,
Yeah, that
Trebek.
does change everything.
Wheaties
Actually, I'm
with
gonna
Ninja.
say crap.
Wheaties with Ninja. I'm gonna say crap too.
I bet you there was ninjas on those Wheaties.
That man doesn't eat Wheaties.
So are we all changing now? I'm gonna
All
say
right, so
crap
Boater,
'cause
you're
you
saying-
I'm saying crap.
You're saying crap,
No, fact.
fact.
crap because you want to point it out probably. We're not on the Wheaties puppets.
Tyler, and you already said crap, and you, almost all of you were exactly right. Because Ninja.
Wow!
Well, he's not an athlete. Like,
Yeah,
not even
and
an
he's not anything!
He's not an esports athlete.
He says he's LeBron James.
Real
of the
quick,
video game.
Anthony Satori, or whatever his last name is, comment. First off, Boater is not the new Dan, so let's get
Whoa!
that under consideration.
Whoa!
And
How
you're
dare
damn
you
right I know
besmirch my
Muay Thai,
name.
and my
Oh,
Muay
no,
Thai
that's
skills
what I was
has
saying- that's what I was
nothing to
saying
do
that.
with Mortal Kombat.
That's when I was sitting there. Okay.
All right, and our last cereal. WWF Superstars, Boater.
Fact.
Crap.
Fact.
It concerns me that Dan watches it and says crap, so I'm gonna say crap.
Fact.
You best not screw me.
WWF Superstars was like a panda and.
Once again, Ralston Foods in 1999,
Wow.
and you can
Wow.
purchase those boxes actively.
Really? I thought
Yes.
the only wrestling cereals were the.
Now you're gonna see Dan go, "I'm gonna buy
the
some."
New
Nope,
Day.
you've got on the cover. You've either got Ultimate Warrior or Hulk Hogan. Both of them are doing the exact same pose. It's kind of creepy. All right, and now I shall retire to score.
Dwayne The
Okay.
Rock Cheerio.
Let's hope that doesn't.
Real quick while Dave's doing that.
I already know who won.
Not it.
Real quick, make sure you can make sure you like us and follow us right here on Facebook at Insane Games NY if you're watching us on Facebook Live. Also, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, we're also live and the quality is a little bit better on Twitch. Make sure you check out our channel there at Insane Video Games. We also would like to if you can follow us on that, it'd be great. Twitter, pod_BTC. Instagram at Behind the Counter Pod. Make sure you check our good friends Joe and Amy at Geek for All. They're on Twitter at Geek for All YT and also YouTube at just Geek for All. Real simple. Saratoga Comic Con coming up in April. We'll give you more information as we get near that. But they're always one of our good sponsors.
They announced one of their guests, which I'm really excited for, Johnny Young Bosch, who does a ton of voice acting, Black Ranger and some of the Power Ranger stuff. Really excited.
He
for
was
that.
Vash, the Stampede from Trigon. I was like so excited for that. I was like,
And always behind the scenes and on the set right now is Boater. You can pretty much follow him on everything at Boaterbug. Am I correct?
Yep.
Simple. See? Boaterbug. Everything is Boaterbug. But make sure you follow us and like us on one of those, Facebook or Twitch, so you can watch the live episodes. And also, we throw little segments on Facebook all the time, so make sure you watch it there. Whew.
Dave, how's your counting going?
Congratulations. And this is not collusion by any chance, but the winner of the Serial or Killer Factor Crap, Tyler.
By how much? How many did he get right versus?
It wasn't even.
I had 8.
8? Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Whatever.
The next closest was Dan.
How many did I have?
And Boater. Boater had 6 too.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
What a shame.
Wow.
Okay, so we got 3 minutes before we close up. Anything? Any little small talk we got? We'll close up here at 9:30.
Activision screwed the pooch again, and they did not hold on to Destiny, and they let Bungie have it. Now Destiny 3 is going to be moist. I will even play it. That's right, you heard it here. And Activision will once again get their hands out of good games.
sounds about right.
Stay away from my Overwatch!
Dean Ambrose.
Oh, shit, we didn't even go over that. We'll wait to, but, so news broke out. We'll give our Royal Rumble recap, which, I mean, it was boring, so there's really not much to go over. Maybe next week, but breaking news came out. Apparently it happened over the weekend as far as within WWE, but it didn't break until Monday, is that Dean Ambrose is asked to be, or he's not going to renew his contract.
Yeah,
at
they
the
said, you want to renew your
WrestleMania.
contract? And he said, no.
No.
Apparently he went to them and said he's not interested in signing. I mean, this just opens up the whole AEW nonsense. Is this really going to...
No. He's going to Impact Wrestling, and he's going to truly revitalize that Dairy Dead
Can we
brand.
all agree right now, real quick, before we'll go back to Dean Ambrose in a minute, can we all agree that AEW starting is just going to be the demise of Impact? It's done. Just open, bury the...
I agree 100%.
They have too much financial backing to fail.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? Who?
The whatever that
Jack
Canadian.
Khan from the Jaguars.
No.
No.
I'm talking TNA.
TNA
Yeah,
failing.
TNA has a lot of financial backing. I don't know from who, but if
The
you actually
Anthems.
listen to
It's like
Jericho's
something
podcast
Anthem or
about
something.
Yeah.
AEW, he
Whatever
speaks on
company purchased them is not just going to let them slip through their fingers. It will be the death knell of them being like the
Yeah.
second brand.
They're not even going to be the
that.
second.
Also on that point, Impact has a lot better management they did in the past, so
That's true. It's very true.
I don't feel like Impact is going to be able to keep up with AEW and WWE and New Japan, and I think they're going to become like the fifth. I don't really, and whether they have money or not, I just don't think anyone's going to want to go there. I think that's what's going to be their demise more than anything. They just can't get the talent. But let's go back to Dean Ambrose. Tyler, what's your thoughts on Dean Ambrose?
well, didn't Dave have something that he wanted to say that
Or
came
did Dave
up?
have breaking
So
news that we're
is-
unaware of?
It is physically confirmed by WWE themselves, who released a press kit stating not that they wish him well in his future endeavors, but it is true that he in fact is not going to be renewing with WWE and they look forward to him returning. Very interesting that they didn't say, "Oh well, we hope you have fun wherever it is you're going." Rather, they said, "Oh, he's stepping away for a while. We look forward to him coming back to WWE."
I'm kind of upset that they didn't let him speak on that on Monday Night Raw.
Well, here's what I'm reading right now. I'm reading right now that what I always get confused. A work is real, right? Or is it
Yes.
fake? Work is real.
A work is fake.
Work is fake.
Oh.
All right, cage side seats, which is like the premiere of wrestling. They're saying it's a work, and the fact that it's a work is because Nia Jax came out while he was trying to say something about it. And I did kind of think that was weird. If this is something that WWE doesn't want any part of, why would they allow him to start? Like, if he's really leaving, and WWE obviously doesn't want you. First off, if he's leaving, you gotta imagine there's some tension backstage. But why would they allow him to go out and start to say something? Like, why would they even want to promote that? If it's not maybe a possibility of it being a work.
Get some more than 6 people to watch Monday Night Raw. Oh, sorry.
If I'm Vince McMahon and I just been told Dean Ambrose is leaving, the last thing I would want to do is try to promote it on Monday Night Raw. Or they're gonna. I mean, I don't know, Tyler. What do you think? Did you watch Raw or
Good
no?
for him.
Think,
I did.
think of how much Shield crap they'll be able to sell when he returns, though. If they publicize, "Oh, Dean Ambrose is done. That's the end of the Shield." 2 WrestleManias from now, that Echo, Lima, everyone loses their collective hats and spends $1,000 on Roman Reigns merch.
Mike, you look a little
That's
lost
what they're
in the
doing.
buddy.
So real quick, we'll go over with the WWE guys real quick. Tyler, Dave, and myself. Dean Ambrose really leaving after WrestleMania or no?
Yes.
Yes. Tyler, yes or no? I
Yep.
say no. I'm going no. I think it's a work. Real quick before we close out, the transgender
Szymanski
wrestling.
didn't even know what work was, but
I always get confused with the shoot sometimes.
A work is scripted.
I know
a
what it
Shield
is
not.
now. We've been over this. Transgender wrestling in the Royal Rumble. Nia Jax came out and laid the smackdown, and then she got the RKO, the
Already
best move
happened
possible
before.
for
that's not
any.
transgender. That's intersexual.
They call it they're calling it transgender wrestling on the thing.
In any case,
I'm just saying what they're calling it because it's men and women wrestling.
in any case,
I get what you're saying.
WWE has done this
Transgender,
before.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? It's bad phrasing on the part of whatever website you're seeing, but it's because anyway, WWE's done this before. There was Beth Phoenix, Natalya has wrestled men in matches, and let's not forget the 9th wonder of the world, China, was actively in the Royal Rumble and competing for men's belts for years, but way before this. So, not surprised. I mean, they have nothing for Nia Jax.
Correction, I said it wrong. It's intergender wrestling. My bad.
Intergender. That's what I meant.
But we all got it wrong, so I don't want to hear anything about it.
I was
Yours
closer,
the most
though.
egregious, though.
But I do think it's interesting that they're. I mean, Beth Phoenix doing it back down, but now I think they're really getting into where an RKO out of any moves in WWE, you have her get the RKO, by far the best meme move out there.
Yeah, but it's
great.
the safest.
It was great to see her turn around and get the RKO. It was just fantastic.
He literally pillows her head and his opponent's head, and then falls on the ground. That's it. Now, if they had her taking like a DDT from somebody, I would say, whoa, whoa, whoa! Like they Braun Strowman picking her up and like throwing her into the front row.
Into
That's
the
a little
metal.
bit extreme. Doing a buckle bomb, a little bit much.
All right, anything else? Because we're way over the limit for today. Anything else?
Make sure you tune in for the Weekend Wednesday. We're going to be playing the heavily voted, and I mean ungodly, more popular than Onimusha Warlords. We'll be playing Resident Evil 2, the remaster. Find out
That game is so.
what does happen to Leon Kennedy.
He dies.
I mean, does
He's a
he?
And
goner.
does Dave end up pooping his pants?
Leon Kennedy
Did
is
I-
not
did
dying,
I
'cause they
previously?
made a sequel
Do I
with him
tonight?
alive already.
So thanks for tuning in with us tonight. Make sure you come back here next Wednesday night for the Behind the Counter podcast starting at 8 o'clock.
I should totally
As
show
always,
up for
followed
that
by the
Wednesday
Weekend
off.
Wednesday in the revised and still going to be changing over the next couple weeks. Insane Game Studio. Make sure you follow and like us on Twitch and Facebook to keep up to date with our podcast throughout the week. Make sure you stop in our store real quick at the Wilton Mall. a lot of pops. We're changing a lot of things around. We got all the pops coming back into the store from the kiosk, so we're going to be adding a lot in here, moving things around. So make sure you check out for that. Stay safe with all the weather. Anything else we close out? Someone do the call sign.
You started it. That's
I
all that
started it.
matters.
I'm not going to do it.